Hey guys, I died. I went out collecting some iron, and Creeper jumped off like one of these ledges, and just came, and all I heard was, and that was it. I was dead. I could not find any of my stuff, so you can tell I'm not wearing any armor anymore. No more armor. And I lost my diamond pick, which is a sad, sad thing. Unfortunate. Question mark on the grave is because this is all pre-recorded. I'm on vacation right now. This is a pre-recorded episode. I don't know what the episode number is going to be yet. I'll go back and fix these question marks once I do have the real episode numbers to apply to them. This area is getting dangerous. We need to upgrade. We need to get into better armor, better weapons. We just really need to do that, and in order to do that, we're going to need more materials, lots more materials. So that's where we're headed. More materials and better armor and weapons. To start with today, you may have gotten a sneak at it. Let's see, I'm looking for a place to build today's project. Small building, nothing huge right now. Maybe it goes right here. Right here it is. Okay. I'm going to make a few torches so that I can light up the inside and the outside of this area. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Like that. Like here. Go a little bit further out. Hello, skeletons coming for me. Block. Alright. So, you might have seen in my inventory what I built already. Ta-da! An electric furnace and a macerator. Alright, and I made a whole bunch of stone bricks. Probably not enough, but I have more smelting if we do need more. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and I want to build this one a little bit differently than we've built the other ones. The other ones we just kind of plopped on top of the surface. I want this guy to not be plopped on the surface. This is a cheaty block of sand. That makes me way too nervous. Let's go ahead and knock him down. Okay. Alright, that makes me feel a little bit better. I want this one to kind of hang out here. Like out to there. And then we'll go down a couple. And then come over maybe? Is that hanging enough? I don't think so, actually. We're going to do a pure stone floor. And I might want to go get... I think I'm going to get some wood and make kind of the walls out of wood. Just to provide a different tone for the building here. Yeah, that looks okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Get rid of that sand. Okay. This pillar's going to go. And like that. So I kind of want this to feel like it's hanging off the side of the building. I'm in a giant cave and there are giant roots everywhere. I'm not adhering to physics as strictly as you might, as I would in like, in Humalia Polynium, where, I want kind of things to look like they actually, would be a functioning building, and that wouldn't tip over and fall over and that kind of stuff. I'm just going for something that's different, unique on each of these builds here. So let's see how that looks from a little bit out. I know it's square, which I'm not in love with. I can't see it. Ooh, scary. It's scary right there. Let's do this. Let's get out here. This is my pillar. I've pillared up a couple times from down there. That's why I've got a couple pillars. Let's go down one. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Looks like it's hanging. Pretty raw. We're gonna need it to not be square. I'm just like, looking at it from there. It's so obvious how ugly that is. You know me. I hate the square and the cubey buildings. So we're just gonna open this up a little bit more. We're gonna go this way, I think, a little bit with the building. So it'll kind of hang off the edge, and then it'll come and we need it to not be square, so we're going to go like this, and we'll come out this way a little bit. Oops. get rid of that. There we go. At least now it's not square. It's not an amazing shape. But we really don't need a whole ton of space. This is going to be my manual. That was it. That's all the stone brick I've got. Darn. I think I just want to use oak wood too, so let's go grab some oak wood and some more stone. This will be my manual workshop, where I will come in and do the stuff. We'll get into automation. That is automating pretty much everything. But for now, we need to get everything working. I need this macerator and this electric furnace. The electric furnace, okay, I don't need an electric furnace. I could use peat and it's not that big a deal. But the macerator, I really do need that macerator. It's just becoming way too expensive to not double the ores. Just doubling the copper and the iron alone. I have enough like tin and other gold and other materials that that's not such a huge deal. But for the iron and the copper, it's just becoming way too expensive to not macerate it. I don't need that potato. I don't need this. Don't need that. Let's start some more cobble. That's not enough peat to finish it, but sure, we'll start it. Why not? And oak wood. No wood. Okay. I'm going to chop trees with my amazingly fast stone axe. I'll see you when I've got a little bit of wood here. Alright, chop down a few trees. Bone mealed up. Chop them down again. So we should be good. One thing this area does really provides a very unique playstyle. I recommend trying to build in a bright lit cave world. This has been a lot of fun. Just running around collecting materials and things like that. Looking around, it's amazing how different the game is when you can't see the lights. Like, you can't see where things are lit and where they're not lit. It really does change kind of your perspective on what's safe, what's not safe, when are you okay to just relax, when aren't you. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. Has been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed working in this area. So we're gonna go ahead and wall that in and just do that. You know what, maybe we're gonna actually put a window on this building because I'll actually be in here. I want to make sure I can see out here. Just go there and we'll do, let me tear this out, post, and like this, yeah, window, and there will be no window here, considering this is like the wall here. I might need more space in this actually. Let's see here. Let's lay some stuff out. Get rid of that torch here. Where's power coming from? Power's coming from this building over here. Let's go ahead and do one of these so we can get up here. So this is where power comes out of the plant, right? Okay. So power comes out. We need to get it over there. I don't think I'm going to have enough wires, so I'll probably have to go make more. Okay. No, I definitely am not going to have it anywhere near the right amount of cable. Let's see. Where do we need it to go to? I want it to go right to here, so... Can I get it? Oh, I got it. Wow. Just do this, though. It's easier. We'll get one out there, and we only have one more. Yep. We're going to need to farm a lot of copper, I have a feeling, before we can actually get this to work. So, bloop, give me all those back. Give me all of these back. Give me that one back. Okay. So, power will come in here, and we'll have it come in, and we'll have it sit in here. And let's do... I think what I want to do, we'll have the window, right, that I'll be able to see out of. And I'll put the macerator up here, and the iron furnace right next to it. Gives me room for 2 more machines if I decide that's what I want to put in here. I do want to have a workbench in here, and that's what will go down there. I also want to have double chest. Later we can upgrade these to larger chests. And I guess might as well have another workbench on the other side, so I'm not having to like flip back and forth, whatever. Just bounce the look too. Torch, torch here. I guess it really doesn't need to be any bigger than this. I guess that's really everything that we need to have in here. And then we can just do, just for the look of it, make it not... do I have 3 pieces of cobble? No, I have 2. Awesome. Alright. I guess I gotta go make some more tools. By the way, this works. Works great. We are gonna need to automate the bog earth production at some point. Because as of right now, the only place I can get bog earth is if I go back to the overworld and I, get it from there. Go make it and bring it back. Aw, come on, man. Don't be a jerk. Great, now I got a hole right through the path I walk most. Fantastic. You gonna give me your shovel? Give me your shovel! Oh, darn it. Oh! Bigger hole. I don't like that. I don't like this. Close the hole up. Lurg. Alright. Whew. I gotta go smelt up some cobble with what I've got over here. Cobble, not cobble. Make some tools. Make some copper wire. And I'll be back in a moment. Alright, boring crafting done. Back to building. Assuming I can get over there without losing my life to... Oh my gosh, 3 creepers right there? Jeez. I really should put some torches down over here. Well, at least he took out a creeper. Jeez. Yeah, we're gonna torch up this area a little bit. Wowza. Goodness. I really need to get to wrath lamps. That is probably gonna be a big goal of mine after this, after these. If you're unfamiliar with wrath lamps, they are an amazing source of light. They're a little bit expensive to build. They're not like terrible, but they're not like torches. Torches are cheap. And they provide a large amount of light, a very, very, very large amount of light. They provide light level 15 for 15 blocks, and then it tapers off. So it's like having torches only provide light level 14, and it starts tapering off immediately. So to kind of put that in perspective, it's a lot of light. So I'm using some uninsulated cable. I don't have enough rubber to insulate all of this. It's okay though. It's up above my head quite a bit. I shouldn't ever need or have to worry about running into this cable. So like technically uninsulated cable can electrocute you, but it's like, what am I going to do? So I'm going to use the 2 pieces of insulated cable I have to power the actual machines themselves. And then we'll come back at some point and we'll upgrade this. I mean, this will need to be upgraded so it's not... Oh, yep, there we go. Yep, okay. There's my electrocution. So you get... Yes, it does electrocute you if you don't have... if you don't insulate the cables, if you're close enough to them. But copper cables electrocution doesn't electrocute you very far away. And these guys should be powered now. Ta-da, they are. Fantastic. And I didn't bring anything to macerate. But I could use some glass. So we're cooking. We're cooking with electricity. Fantabulous. Awesome. Okay. Let's check the fuel source. And here, how are we doing? We're burning charcoal. We'll need to upgrade that to peat. Let's go see how the peat is doing over here. Oh, it's not, hasn't produced any. Oh, we're out of bog earth. Darn. But, hey, I saw this happen before. Oh, no, this ran out of... Okay, that ran out of burnables. That can't burn charcoal. It's a peat engine. Oh, I didn't mean to take the ash out. So I need peat to run that. Okay. So I gotta go get some peat to run the peat farm so I can get some more peat so that I can run the generator so I can continue to smelt everything. In addition, I need some stuff to macerate and to smelt. going to be so nice to have this now. I've been wanting this for so long. Alright. Do I have any other ores? No, that's it right now. Okay. Peat. So, our next steps. Let's talk about this for a moment here. So, I now can manually... I'm producing peat semi-automatically. I'm having to provide it with bog earth, and I'm having to take the peat out of it manually. So those are two issues. I have to feed this, which is a problem. Actually, that's an easy problem to solve. But for the time being, we'll just go ahead and let that run on that much. So it's producing peat semi-automatically. We need this engine to stay fired up, and we need this peat bog to constantly be filled with bog earth, and then the machine will be almost automatic. I guess the only other thing is you have to take this dirt out and stash it and or reuse it somewhere else. So those are the things that we'll need to do for that. Over here we've got my manual maceration system, which we need to actually finish the building. So let's go ahead and finish the building while we chat here. In manual maceration and this is just really for me to get in here and Ow. Oh, okay. Alright. Got away from the cable. For me to have a place that I can go and do this without wasting ores all the time, you know. Eventually, of course, we want to have automated systems so that, if my quarry, or if I go mining or whatever, and by mining I mean caving, because I don't branch mine in this game. So if I, come back with some ores or whatever from caving or whatever I'm doing, I should be able to dump them in a chest and have them automatically fill in, automatically decide where to be and go there. So those are all kind of things that we need to work towards. And as part of that, I need some half slabs. Doop, like that. Great. I'm just going to put a flat wood roof on here. It's not fancy. I know it's kind of ugly. I might spice out the top, but that's what the ceiling will look like in here. And a door. And actually I want a door for the power station as well. Like that. So, further automation, really you need to get into... Oh, some copper. You really need to get into some of the other stuff before you start further automating. I can run this stuff manually for quite a while without it really affecting, my play. So I'll probably plan to run these systems manually. That is kind of adjust. I guess I do want this filled in like this. Maybe not that one. Sorry, building and talking. I'm having a hard time today. Whoops. Very hard time. Goodness. And give me these. Okay. So I'll run these manually for a while, up until I can finally get myself set up with quite a bit of iron. Because I need to run... One of our rules is that we can't run buildcraft pipes from, building to building, and that each building serve a purpose. The purpose of this building is for me to come in here and macerate. So we won't be doing any automation in here as far as like automatically I put it in a chest and it goes to smelting, and then automatically from smelting to or from macerating to smelting. We may repurpose this building again in the future, but for the time being, that's not the purpose of the building. So we won't be using it that way. Just putting a little bit of something on the building so that it's not just completely flat top there. That's not bad. It's not terrible. It's not beautiful, but I love how it's like just hanging off the edge there. Perfect. Alright, so that's pretty cool. That'll work for the time being. It needs some torches on the outside. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we can see how our power situation is doing. Let's put it there and there, and let's put some here and there. And then get up on top and put it on that other corner. So if we're not using buildcraft pipes to get things from one building to another, how would we do that? And it's a solid question. The answer is with railcraft. Most people like skip railcraft altogether in these mod packs, which is kind of sad. It's a cool mod. It has a lot of neat things that you can do with it. But when it comes down to it, as far as ease of use and productivity, cost of materials to output result, it doesn't compare with... oh darn, somebody knocked this door off. Darn zombies. It doesn't compare with buildcraft pipes. It's just buildcraft pipes are so easy to work with, and they are so cheap to make, and they can go so far that, you know, there's no reason really to use. If you're min-maxing your playthrough, there's no reason to use buildcraft pipes. But I'm not min-maxing. I am trying to create a place for every mod in the pack inside of my world. And that is the reason why I'm not using buildcraft pipes to move items between buildings. You can see, of course, I'll use buildcraft pipes. Like I'm using them right here. I'm using buildcraft pipes, but I won't use them to move the peat from here to there. I'll have to have a cart that comes under here, takes the peat out of the chest, and then sends it back over to the power system, takes it out, and we'll have it probably dump it into a storage chest. And then we'll need to buildcraft pipe it from that chest to each of the generators, so that I don't have to do this manually. But that'll probably be a task for another day. It's going to be a little bit more involved than just building a basic building and putting stuff in it. Come in here, let me start the copper. Copper's the most important thing to me right now. We'll put some ores and things in here just to store them. Have a place to store stuff. Alright, so I am pretty happy with the progress. I need to check the time on the episode. I've already been recording today for a few hours since I'm pre-recording this from vacation. So I'm not sure how we're doing on time. I'll check the time and be back in a moment. Alright, so in order to be able to make the bog earth, we need unlimited access to sand. And yeah, you know, there's a lot of sand around here. I could dig out the sand, but I want unlimited access to sand. So I have made an igneous extruder, which makes cobblestone. And of course, the cobblestone we can macerate into sand. The dirt we can get from pulling back out of here. Zombles. Die, zombles, die! He's dead already, goodness. I like how he picked up his own rotten flesh before his body finished decaying. Anyway, so we can get the dirt from here. We can get the sand from the igneous extruder, and then we can combine it with the dirt, and we'll need some water. So in order for this to work, we need to put a little bit of water and a little bit of lava in it, and then we can start, and then it'll start generating cobblestone for us. So we're going to need to go get a couple buckets, probably head back to the overworld, get a couple buckets, and go find ourselves some lava, because there won't be any lava in this dimension. Well, there might be, but that'd be hard to find. So lava and water from the overworld. Let's go find it. Water is easy. I'm like right underneath the pub. Lava. Also iron and Skeletor. The little Skelly walks straight into the lava. Silly. Ooh, arrow. I want the arrow. Is there another one? I hear another one coming. Kill you. Collect the iron. Oh, hello. Is there a spawner over here? I don't have any torches. Make some torches. Make some torches. It's not very many. No. Nope. There's no spawner back here. Oh well. Alright, so to be honest, I've never used these in survival, so I'm not positive what the... I don't think it costs anything. Nope, it doesn't. It just sits here and generates cobblestone for you. This is kind of on par with a cobblestone generator. You know, just infinite cobble without, you know, any input. Of course, in a vanilla world, you have a little bit of input. You have to break tools to get the cobblestone and spend a little bit of time, but automation world, you don't have to. Cobble. Ta-da! Infinite cobble, which means that when we macerate it, we now have infinite sand, and with infinite sand, we can create infinite bog earth. Of course, we'll want to automate this at some point, but let me dump off some stuff in my inventory into this chest, my workhouse here. Let's get rid of that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. That, and that, and I don't want that with me. I don't need this. What is that? Why do I have that? Oh, let me show you a neat trick. Let me show you a neat trick for getting down in Feed the Beast. Right? This doesn't work 100% of the time, so I'll probably fail it now that I'm on camera. But if you don't want to take any fall damage... Yep, see, I failed it. Totally failed it. It's alright. I'm a little scared to jump that far, because if I fail it again, I don't want to die. Can jump onto the crystal and then down to the ground. Here we go. What you can do, if you're quick and you can spam the mouse at the right time, you can actually place the scaffolding in front of you on a block, and since it acts like a ladder, you can get it. And of course, it's harder in spider jockey. It's harder in vanilla with ladders because ladders have a collision box. But in and you have to have a side of a block to put them onto. But you don't have to have a side of a block to put it onto. I don't think I have enough to actually go up here all the way. But it's about time that this pillar gets a ladder. So yeah, not quite. That's alright, we're gonna go, well, we don't have any blocks. Shoot. I'm gonna have to dig these and repurpose them. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How many more are there? One more, okay. And reuse these. No waste of the sand since we have infinite sand now. I wanted the water because I actually need an infinite water source here in my house. So I'm going to dig this out, just do this dealy, and we'll make it look a little nicer. I want these blocks. So we'll dig this out, and that one. I'm just... Oh my gosh, that scared the crap out of me! Did that scare you guys? This guy's been down here forever. He's my little pet zombie. I want to keep him. I'm gonna call him Fred. He's been in the world for a long time. Just let him splash down here in the water. Of course, he'll never despawn since he's holding the sand block. So, it's kind of fun. Alright, my way up is kind of long. I have to go from down here. I could probably go up and around, use my new ladder. I've been going to the water stream and swimming up. But I could probably go this way now. You guys need to tell me, yeah, a little bit of shop talk. You guys need to tell me if you guys like seeing me fight all the mobs that are in this world, or whether I should skip this part and jump straight back into the building when this kind of a thing happens. Let me know what you guys prefer to see. You know, yes, fight the mobs. No, don't fight the mobs. I won't be able to act on this until, of course, I get back from vacation, so you'll have a couple more episodes where I do whatever I feel like. But when I get back, I'd love to you know, make these as entertaining to watch as possible. And if it's more entertaining to see me build than it is to see me, you know, fight mobs like that, then that's not a problem with me, and I can do that. Just need to know. Alright, almost done. Almost back up. Almost back up there. I really need a ladder there. Oh, no. That was my only arrow. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't the end of the world. Gee. Blech. Getting dangerous around here. Danger. Gonna fill that in a little bit. Okay. It's been dangerous. It's not getting dangerous. It is dangerous. Always has been dangerous. Never won't be dangerous. The whole area is permanently dark. Alright, this is where I was when I made that unfortunate mistake of digging out the floor. I wanted stone bricks. I got a bunch. Okay. Oh, meow, kitty. Yes, kitty, hi. Kitty's being talkative. We're gonna need a couple more pressure plates. 2, 3. Pressure plates will hold the water back, of course, and then we will do that. Now we got infinite water source. Fantastic. Yes, meow. Hi. Okay. There's my infinite sand. Whoops, don't do that. And dirt. And of course, then we can now make bog earth forever without having to go back to the overworld. I did this sideways. Like that. Infinite bog earth to run my bog earth machine. So nice. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn one of these workbenches. We're going to turn that into an automated, one of those auto crafting tables, so that I don't have to. I think you need 4 of these, if I remember the recipe correctly. So I don't have to constantly be putting the stuff in, the dirt and the sand in a place. And with sitting this right next to here, I'm going to use this just entirely for making bog earth. It's the only thing I'll use this auto crafting table for. I did it again. Oh, wait, no. It needs actual water in the bucket. How about that? Okay. And then I had it right. Fixed. Okay. So, because this is an auto crafting table, it'll actually pull the materials it needs out of the chest if they're available. So, or it should have. Oh, it doesn't. Does it not? It should have. It didn't. Maybe it only does that if you're actually using the pump. I don't know. I've never actually used these for trying to do that manually. Oh well. At least I can put a lot of dirt in it. I can do this. Like that. And then I can be like, no, I'm out of sand. Well, grab some cobble. Put it in the macerator. Ah, this is awesome. I love this. The igneous extruder. New favorite friend. New friend. Oh. Redstone controlled. I didn't know you could control with redstone. Signal required. High signal. Low signal. Huh. Neat. Anyway. Somebody's dying. Is he getting electrocuted? What's going on? Don't come inside. Don't come inside. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'm Mondef and I'll see you next time. Hopefully that creeper stops freaking me out.